Well, alright. Welcome to another one about BumpmyStump's World of Tanks Xbox One replays. Platooned up with a great Joe. He's in his S35 CA. I'm in the Chinu. We're at a Tier 5 game. Had some crappy games this night or whatever, and decided to go down to Tier 5. Play a few games at lower tiers. And it's pretty sad when you get better games at Tier 5. Better players overall. Some games at Tier 8 and 10, 8, 9, and 10, they just... I don't know how players get to that point. I really don't. I had someone on the forums the other day say something to the effect of, well, I let my kid use my account. And at that point, I'm like, well, that's... You let a kid that doesn't know anything, you know, and when I pushed him, I mean, he's not talking about like a 15-year-old that's played the game. He's like a 7-year-old. He goes, I don't care if he plays in my Tier 10 tanks. And I'm like, dude... Maybe the other players in the game care that he plays in your Tier 10 tanks. You know, and that's, I think, a lot of times what you get. You'll get these, when you see these teams where you get Tier 10 players that go right up the middle and die, or they sit in base and heavy, and just sit there. It could be some player's kid, you know, 7-year-old that has played 2 minutes into the game, and, you know, I'll let my daughters play the game if they want. My daughters are young. And they'll play Tier 1, you know, or special tanks, you know, like the holiday tanks and stuff. Put 3 shots into that Chinu, and he was just sitting right there. I finish him off, so his game's over. Don't know what he was doing, just sitting there not moving. No idea, but it is what it is. So, see a tank coming across there. Oh, and the building gets in my way. You'll see Joe and I on Derpenberg, in like a game like this, we won't push out. A lot of our tanks have already pushed down. You can see they're covering the whole river, which means a lot of them are going to die. However, if we go down there, we're liable to die, likely to die too. So we're going to sit up here and just poach, you know, snipe as much as we can. He is a sniper, so you know that's his job. But I wasn't going to go down there and get my ass kicked. So I decided to sit up here and you know, poach shots, be a noob on Derpenberg, and steal shots as I get them. Pretty confident that Tier 5, there's going to be a lot of idiots playing, so it's one of those things where I know if I wait, the idiots will come. If you wait, the idiots will come. That Ram 2, he's just ripe for the pickings, because he's going to make a mistake here eventually. Eventually, he's going to pull out where I can shoot him. Come on. You know you wanna. As you can see, we've already lost 4 tanks. They've lost 3. One of them was one of their artilleries, so apparently he ran it out in front of, you know, everyone and killed himself or something. Tier 5, you're probably someone that didn't even... Probably some kid that didn't even know what an artillery was, and he's just driving around trying to derp with it. Derp. Oh, look at that shot. Oh, come back out, Ram. I sat there and saw him going across, and he disappeared, and I'm like, yeah, I bet he's right out there. I bet he's right out there. So the shot sunk, and it was kind of funny. I was laughing on mic. I was like, yeah, I told you, Joe, he'd come out in front of me eventually. Is he going to do it again? Come on. Come back on this side. You know you wanna. Come on. Nope. He's a little smarter than that this time. But, as you notice, we're down by 2 tanks now. Because, you know, all these people get like, oh yeah, there's a tank over there, let's go kill it. And kill themselves or end up getting killed. Or I think the 270 sniper ends up dying here. I think he killed himself because he fell in the water. So now we're down by, what, 3 tanks? 4 tanks? Not looking so good. However, the fact that Joe and I posted up here is going to play out to our advantage eventually. Keep in mind we're down by 4 tanks, and they only have 1 artillery, so I know we have artillery, but Tier 5 artillery, we really only have 5 tanks playing. And they have, what, 8 tanks, 9 tanks? So, it's one of those things where Joe and I are going to have to do some mopping up here. And we're going to have to play somewhat smart to win this. So and that's not smart right there. 3 auto locks, none of them have hit yet. But he's going after artillery, and I don't want him to have it. And Joe finished him off. Good job, Joe. He had much better luck on them ones than I did, that's for sure. I think I fired 4 shots and 4 misses. We got a couple of, like I said, if you wait, the noobs will come. They're going to come right across the middle thinking they're not going to get shot. Got spotted, but I'm not too worried about it. They only have 1 artillery left. I should be able to poke out, put a shot into them, and get out of dodge. Shots are coming from my right, so I don't want to go up there too high. But I got to put shots into some of these guys. There's enough of them down there that they're everywhere down there. They're like cockroaches. And they're all coming across the bridge like, oh, we're all going to go now. Alright, we got our commander back. Because, of course, his 1 shot from me is going to knock on my commander. That's alright. We'll be okay. That shot misses. And if he's going to sit right there, I'm going to try to put another one into him. That one doesn't miss. And I was pretty sure there's another one still sitting there. There was 2 of them there at one point, and one of them disappeared off the radar. And now we're getting an M7 pulling around. But we've pulled the game back quite a bit. This M7, people hate the M7, but I actually had pretty good luck in mine. I've still kept it because it hasn't been a horrible tank. But I'm getting pretty creamed here, and thank goodness Joe was there. Put a big old shot right in his ass. Joe got spotted though, so he's got to come down off the hill. But the teams are pretty much even for the most part. So, I mean, our artillery gone, but we've also taken out quite a bit of their team, so that ram is still down there, still playing peekaboo. I have no idea where that shot was going. No clue why I fired it. But, there's a Martyr T. Come on, where'd you go? There you are, Martyr 2. And I miss him in that shot, which really sucks, but should I hit him here? There we go. PZ4H. Hurry that shot and it misses. Is he still down there? He might be, but I don't have any solution on him. I don't know where he is, so trying to wait for him to make a mistake and pop back up. And popping up over there ain't gonna help me, because I couldn't get any shots on him. And now we're 4 on 2, and one of theirs is an artillery. So, you know, a game that I hate Derpenberg. I really do hate this map. I have nothing but disdain and just hatred for that. Every time this map comes up, I loathe playing it. You know, people complain about port, people complain about other maps, but seriously, this has to be one of the worst maps in the fucking game. It just lends itself to people just sitting like we just did up on the hill and doing nothing all game, and then going clean up. And I hate that kind of gameplay. However, it's what works so many times. Which leads to boring games. Sitting up there and doing what we just did is... who wants to play that game? You know what I mean? Who wants to sit in the back of the map and just take pot shots and snipe tanks across the map and not really... I mean, not that we didn't do anything, because we did. However, it's just... you have to rely on the stupidity of the other team. If the other team is stupid, they're going to come all out and, you know, do and let you kill them. It's like, how many people want a game like that? However, it's what seems to always happen on Derpenberg. You know, there's either everyone pushes one way and the other team comes around and just rapes you, or no one moves out and they all sit out back. And it's like, ugh, man, just ugh. We're trying to hunt down the last tank. There's 5 minutes left. kind of getting concerned where maybe we should go cap, but it's a Chihi. Found him. He was trying to hide at the back of the map. Not so worried about the cap now. And Mr. Chihi, 129 out of you. Get another 129 out of you or something. Oh, he sinks one into me. Get a 114. I can take 2 more shots before I'm dead. Well, the second shot will probably kill me. So I'm being a little cautious. He's going to come in closer because that's his best bet right now. Close the distance between me and him to get behind the building. Oh, and both of us missed. Thank goodness. Well, I would rather have hit, but thank goodness he missed because that was a shit shot on my part. Come on, buddy. Just come down. Come on. You know you wanna. They've spotted us. He doesn't seem to want to back out, though. I try to track him. That way I was going to go around him. But he decides to come right out and lets me put one inside him. But that might have had something to do with Joe coming around behind him. So, you know, it ended up being a win. And like I said, not very often I brag about carrying a team, especially not at this stage at tier 5. But we end up with Brothers in Arms, first class mastery, high caliber, 1799 for 1800 damage dealt. And like I said, I'm not bragging here, but this is the teams. It doesn't matter what stage you're at. You get teams like this. Joe and I did, 3,000 into the damage. The rest of the team didn't even. What did the rest of the team do? 385. So that's 1,000, 1,200, 18. What, 2,000 damage combined, all of them. So all I can say is I know it's tier 5, but the team was lucky Joe and I were on the team. Oh, I missed the first one. T-34, 2 for 251, ammo racked him. The Martyr, 2 for 165, took him out of the game. Chi-Hee, 4 shots for 350, took him out of the game. T-34, the second T-34. Come on, come on. There we go. 88 assisted damage. T-67, 1 shot for 116. 1 shot for 114 to the Ram 2. 1 shot for 120 to the PZ4. 1 shot for 67 took the AMX 105 out of the game. M7, 2 shots for 241 took his fuel tank. So yeah, like I said, I wouldn't say that doing 1,700 damage is carrying a team, but when you add up the rest of the figures, I mean, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players that did nothing, 6, 7, 8, 9 that did under 300, 10 under 300. You don't brag too much about carrying a team at tier 5, but if Joe and I weren't on that team in that game, they would have been raped. So it is what it is. It's tier 5. It's where you go to have fun when you get idiot team after idiot team after idiot team at tier 8, 9, and 10. So I've been trying to grind a couple tier 8s and a couple tier 7s and had just horrible games. So it's nice to go down, even though it is tier 5 and it is what it is. It's still nice to go down and have games like this once in a while. It really sucks is when you've been having horrible games at tier 8, 9, and 10, and then you go down to tier 5, and it continues, and you get walked right over. So when you have a game like this, it is what it is. As usual, comment or subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, tell me what I did right or wrong. Remember, we're not Battlefield. Shoot the red ones.